the mirror formula. Very important question for your board exam. So please listen carefully. The mirror formula. First of all, mirror formula 1 by f equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. This is called mirror formula, where f is, we know that already, f is focal length, next u is object distance, next v is image distance. Okay, these all are distance measured from the pole. That means sign convention rules. What are the rules of sign convention? What are the rules of the sign convention? First rule is all distance should be measured from pole. Every distance is measured from the pole. So focal length distance. Focal length distance is also measured from the pole, and object distance is also measured from the pole, and image distance, that is also measured from the pole point in ray diagrams. That is the first point. Second point is all ray diagrams have distance measured in direction of incident ray should be taken as positive. This is a concave mirror. Suppose this is a pole of the concave mirror. This is the principal axis. Okay, this is the object point, this is the incident ray. Okay, this is the reflected ray, this is the principal focus. All ray diagrams have distance measured in direction of incident ray. So all ray diagrams measure the distance in the direction of incident ray should be taken as positive. Means this is the direction of the incident ray when you measure the distance from here to pole. Okay, here to pole, in that situation you will take that is a positive value. Or understand, this is the direction of the incident ray. If you measure the distance from here to, means object point to pole, that distance you can take the positive, that is any value, either focal length or object distance or image distance. You can measure any value in the direction of object to pole, that distance you can take the positive value. For example, you are measuring the distance from pole to object. Pole to object you can take the negative value. Pole to object distance, you can take the negative value, that is focal length value or object distance value or image distance value. If suppose you are measuring from object to pole, that you should take the positive value. Object to pole, that value you can take the positive value. If you are measuring from pole to object, negative, object to pole, positive value. Are you clear this point? Object to pole is positive value, pole to object is negative value. Next point, height above the principal axis taken as positive and below the principal axis should be taken as negative. Okay, here point is height above the principal axis. For suppose this is a object, okay, this is a object, height above the principal axis, this is the height of the object, that is above the principal axis. This line is principal axis, here distance is above the principal axis. That situation you can take the positive value. When you take the positive value, the height of the object above the principal axis, that you can take the positive value. If suppose height measured below the principal axis, this is a height we are measuring from below the principal axis, you can take the negative. Height above from the principal axis, you can take the positive value. Height below the principal axis, you can take the negative value. That is the third point. Height above the principal axis positive and below the principal axis negative. Okay, these are all the sign conventions. So the distance measured from observer object distance to pole is called object distance. If you take the distance from object to pole, that is positive value. If you are taking the distance from pole to object, that is negative value. Now we are deriving the mirror formula. In case of concave mirror, I am taking a one concave mirror. How you say that this is a concave mirror? Inside the curved surface is reflecting surface, outside the curved surface is polished. This is the polishing surface. Okay, this is the polishing surface. Okay, the reflecting surface towards the hollow sphere. Towards the hollow sphere, we can say that this is a concave mirror. Okay, reflecting surface of the curved mirror is towards the hollow sphere, that is called concave mirror. So where is the pole of this concave mirror? Center of the curved surface. So this is a curved surface, this is the center of the curved surface, that is P. P means pole of the concave mirror. Where is the center of curvature? The center of the hollow sphere is called center of curvature. This is the center of curvature. The line is passing from pole to center of curvature, that is called principal axis. Okay, I am placing a object at point O. This is the object point. In any ray diagram, image formations has required two incident rays. This is the first incident ray, that is towards the pole. Second incident ray is, this is the second incident ray. After what happened? It is reflected on focus. At point of focus, image will be formed. Here I am drawing one normal line towards the center of curvature. This is a normal line. This point I am taking a M. Okay, this line is normal line. At this point I am taking M, because this point is on mirror, that's why I am taking the M letter. Here angle is theta, incident angle, reflected angle is also theta. According to laws of reflection, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So both angles are equal. I am drawing perpendicular line at point M to principal axis. This line is principal axis. I am drawing the perpendicular line. Here I am taking the angle alpha. Here I am taking the angle beta. Here I am taking the angle gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. I am taking the distance from pole to O. This is called pole to object distance. So this is called object distance, denoted by a letter U. So pole to object distance, this is U. Okay, so where the image is formed? At point F. So the distance from pole to F is called image distance. So P to F is image distance, that is denoted by a letter V. Next, the distance from pole to center of curvature is R, radius curvature. So pole to center of curvature is radius curvature, denoted by letter capital R. This is point P dash. Okay, P dash means this is also a pole. When small aperture suppose small aperture, what happened? The aperture distance is decreased. At that situation, P and P dash are similar. P and P dash are similar. So this is the aperture. If you decrease the aperture distance, what happened? P dash and P are comes close to each other. They have equal values. Now I am taking the triangle M O P dash. M O P dash. This is the M O P dash. Angle is alpha. Okay, angle is alpha. I am applying tan alpha. What is the formula for tan alpha or tan theta? Opposite by adjacent side. Okay, so opposite distance. So this is a M O P dash triangle. Opposite is MP. Adjacent side is P dash O. So MP distance, this is nothing but height or not? So this is nothing but height. So H. So MP distance is H by P dash O distance. So this is the P dash, this is the O distance. So the distance from P dash to O is object distance. Observe here carefully. We are measuring the distance from P dash to O. That is opposite to incident ray. This is the incident ray. The direction of the incident ray is this direction. But we are distance measuring from P dash to O, this direction. So when you take the object value opposite to the incident ray, that is negative value. So minus U. Clear? We are measuring the distance from P dash to O, that is opposite to incident ray. This is the direction of the incident ray, but we are measuring from this direction, P dash to O. That's why I am taking the minus U according to sign convention rule. Next I am taking the triangle MC P dash. MC P dash. This is our triangle. This triangle, what is the angle here? Tan beta. Apply the formula. Tan theta equal to opposite by adjacent side. So triangle MCP dash. MCP dash. Where is the opposite side? This is the opposite side. MP dash. Where is the adjacent side? Triangle MCP dash. MCP dash. Adjacent side is C to P dash. Okay. This is the adjacent side, C to P dash. So MP dash value, M to P dash value H, C to P dash, C to P dash is R, but we are measuring the radius curvature R value from pole to center of curvature. We are measuring from pole to center of curvature according to sign convention rule. This is opposite to incident ray. So incident ray is this direction, but we are measuring from pole to center of curvature R value, that is opposite direction. So we are taking minus negative value. Okay, minus R. Next I am taking the triangle MFP dash. MFP dash. This is the triangle. Apply the tan gamma formula opposite by adjacent side. So MFP dash. So here where is the opposite side? MP dash by adjacent side P dash F. P dash F. So here M to P dash distance. This is the M, this is the P dash. Here distance is H. Okay. P dash to F distance. P dash to F distance, that is the V. V means image distance. So we are measuring from distance pole to focus, that is opposite to incident ray. This is the incident ray direction. We are measuring the distance from pole to F. Pole to F, that is opposite to incident ray. So we are taking minus V. Object distance is negative value. Here we are taking small aperture. Small aperture means aperture value will decreases. So I am taking M value here. What happened? Alpha value decreases, alpha value, beta, gamma. So these are all values are decreases. So tan alpha becomes to alpha, tan beta becomes to beta, tan gamma becomes to gamma, means this value will be decreases. So that's why I am taking tan alpha is nearly equal to alpha, tan beta is nearly equal to beta, tan gamma is nearly equal to gamma. Why I am taking that? Here alpha, beta, gamma values will be decreases. I am taking alpha, beta, gamma. We are finding here tan alpha value, tan beta value, tan gamma value. Those are equal to alpha, beta, gamma values. Okay. For only small aperture. So alpha equal to value h by minus u, beta value h by minus r, gamma value h by minus v. These are all values alpha, beta, gamma. From the diagram, I am taking the triangle M O C. M O C. This is our triangle. This is up to this triangle. What happened? This is the beta angle. This is the alpha angle. This is the theta angle. Theta and alpha are the inside the angles of triangle. Beta is the outside the angle of triangle. Okay. So beta value is equal to sum of the interior angles. So beta is the outside angle value, that is equal to inside the angles of triangle value. So beta equal to alpha plus theta. So beta equal to alpha plus theta. This is outside the angle. Beta is equal to sum of the angles inside the triangle. So beta is the outside the angle, alpha plus theta are the inside the triangle. According to triangle rules, outside the angle is equal to sum of the inside the triangle. This is the equation 1. Next I am taking the triangle MCF. MCF. This is our triangle. Here outside the angle is gamma. This is the outside the angle of triangle MCF. So what are the inside the angles of triangle? Theta and beta. Okay. So outside the angle of triangle MCF is equal to sum of the inside the triangle MCF. So gamma is the outside the angle, that is equal to sum of the inside the angles, beta plus theta. So gamma equal to beta plus theta. That is the equation 2. From equation 1 and equation 2, I am eliminating angle theta. I am doing subtraction here. So sign values are changes. So here beta minus gamma equal to alpha minus beta. Here theta will be gets cancelled. So beta minus gamma equal to alpha minus beta. Beta, I am taking this beta up to here. So beta plus beta equal to alpha here. Gamma is this side. So alpha plus gamma. So 2 beta equal to alpha plus gamma. We know that already beta, alpha and gamma values. Substitute all these values. Beta value is minus h by r equal to alpha value minus h by u, next plus gamma value plus minus gamma value is minus h by V. So minus will be gets the cancel, and also H is also gets the cancel. So 2 by R equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. So 1 by, I am taking 2 here, R by 2 denominator, 1 by U plus 1 by V. Okay. From the relation between radius of curvature R and F, relation between R and F, we are already derived the relation between R and F. R equal to F, F equal to R by 2. So we can substitute R by 2 in case of F. So 1 by F equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. This is the mirror formula in case of concave mirror. So where F is focal length, U is object distance, and V is image distance. This is in case of concave mirror. If suppose we are changing the convex mirror, what is the mirror formula? In case of convex mirror, this is a convex mirror. How you say that this is a convex mirror? The polished surface is towards the center of the hollow sphere. This is the polished surface that is towards the hollow sphere. This is the reflecting surface. Okay, where is the pole of the convex mirror? Center of the curved mirror. This is the center of the curved mirror at this point, pole. Okay, so center of the hollow sphere is center of curvature. This is the center of curvature. The line passing from pole to center of curvature, that is principal axis. This is the object point. This is the incident ray. After what happened? That is reflected. Okay, I am drawing the from center of curvature. Okay, this is the normal line. I am taking here point M because on mirror. So this is the reflected angle theta. This is the incident angle theta. So two rays is necessary for formation of the image. This is the one ray I am taking. This is the another ray. This is the incident ray of the second line. So this is the reflecting ray. So these two rays are meted at here. That place form the image. This point is called principal focus. Image is formed at principal focus. So this is the pole point. So the distance from pole to object is called object distance. So it is denoted by letter U. So this is the distance of U. Pole to center of curvature. So P to F is called radius of curvature. Okay, that is the R value. Next, pole to focus. So pole to focus is the image distance. So image is formed at principal focus. So this distance is image distance. So denoted by letter V. I am taking here, this is the angle alpha, this is the angle beta, this is the angle gamma. I am drawing it at this point perpendicularly to principal axis. At this point I am taking the P dash. So here distance is H. Here I want here angle value, that is opposite angle is theta. So this is the one line, that is the one line. So here angle is theta, so here also angle theta. Next, for small aperture, what happened? P dash are nearly equal. Suppose aperture distance is decreases, what happened? P and P dash will comes to close each other. Same procedure applying the tan alpha. So I am taking here triangle M O C P, M O P dash. This is the triangle M O P dash, M O P dash. This is the triangle. At this triangle angle is alpha. I am applying tan alpha value. What is the formula of tan theta? Opposite by adjacent side. So opposite side is M to P dash, that is the opposite side, M to P dash. What about the adjacent side? P dash to O. P dash to O is the adjacent side. So M to P dash distance is H. M to P dash is H. P dash to O. So P dash to O distance is U. Applying the sign convention, according to sign convention, we are taking the distance from P to O. So U value is opposite to incident ray. This is the direction of the incident ray. So this is the direction of the incident ray, that is opposite to U value. So I am taking minus. According to sign convention rule, I am taking the minus U, because that is opposite to incident ray. We are measuring the distance, that's why I am taking the minus U value. Next I am taking triangle M F P dash, M F P dash. Here angle is beta, tan beta. Apply the formula opposite by adjacent side. So opposite side is M to P dash. What about the adjacent side? F to P dash. So M to P dash distance is H, that is above the principal axis. That's why I am taking the H is plus. Here H is above the principal axis, I am taking the positive value. If suppose here H is below the principal axis, this is the principal axis. If you take the below the principal axis, you can take the negative. Above the principal axis, you can take the positive. So H by F to P dash distance. So this is the distance P dash to F, that is we are measuring the direction of the incident ray. We are measuring the distance P to F. This direction, incident ray is also this direction. Both are in same direction. That's why I am taking the positive value. F to P dash. F to P dash distance is V. Okay, image distance. Next, triangle M C P dash, M C P dash, M C P dash. This is the triangle. Angle is tan gamma. This is the angle gamma. applying the tan formula, opposite side by adjacent side. So opposite side is m p dash. This is the opposite side. Adjacent side is p dash to c. P dash to c. This is the distance. So m to p dash, h is above the principal axis. I am taking the positive. Next, distance from p dash to c. P dash to c is r, that is in the direction. This is the direction of the r value. So incident ray direction is also same. So r and incident ray both are in same direction. I am taking the positive value. Okay, that's why h by r. We are taking here a small aperture. Small aperture, what happened? Alpha, beta, gamma values will be decreases. Here distance, aperture distance is decreases. Alpha, beta, gamma is also distance. In that situation, tan alpha is similarly equal to alpha, tan beta is similarly equal to beta, tan gamma is similarly equal to gamma. So alpha value h by minus u, beta value h by v, and gamma value h by r. These are the values of alpha, beta, gamma. Now I am taking the triangle M C O triangle. M C O triangle. I am taking the big triangle M C O. Okay. This is our triangle. So inside the triangles are gamma, alpha. Outside the triangle is theta. So outside the triangle of MCO, theta, angle theta equal to sum of the angles inside the triangle MCO. Inside is alpha plus gamma. This is the outside the angle theta equal to inside the angle alpha plus gamma. This is the our triangle. Outside the angle theta equal to inside the angles alpha plus gamma. That is the first equation. Next I am taking the triangle MCF. MCF. According to triangle MCF, outside the angle is beta. MCF. Outside the angle is beta is equal to inside the angle gamma plus theta. So gamma plus theta. That is the second equation. This is the triangle MCF. Here outside the angle is beta. So outside the angle is equal to sum of the inside the triangle. So theta plus gamma. So beta equal to theta plus gamma. Substitute equation 1 in equation 2 where theta equal to alpha plus gamma. So beta equal to theta plus gamma. Substitute theta equal to alpha plus gamma plus gamma. So beta equal to alpha plus 2 gamma. I want 2 gamma value. 2 gamma equal to beta minus alpha. So substitute alpha, beta, gamma value. So 2 into gamma value h by r equal to beta value h by v minus, next to alpha value h by minus u. So h by minus u. So here minus minus gets the plus h by v plus h by u, h by r by 2 h by v minus into minus plus h by u. So 1 by r by 2 plus 1 by v plus 1 by u. So relation between f and r equal to f equal to r by 2. So substitute that 1 by r by 2 means f value. So 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. That is the formula in case of convex mirror. So in case of convex mirror, so mirror formula is 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. In case of concave mirror, 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So both formulas are equal. This is very important question. Please practice more times and learn this question.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.